Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and I'm so incredibly happy to have you here with me today. We are going to be filming a monthly reset today for the month of March. I don't know about you, but I am someone that absolutely thrives off of fresh starts, and I can't always wait for New Year's to have a fresh start. So I'm going to be resetting every month from now on. I know we are a few days into March already, but I've been watching everybody's monthly reset here on YouTube, and I want to just hop on the trend and put my own little spin on it as well. I absolutely love fresh starts, new beginning. It is something that I thrive off of. I love changes. I love challenging myself. So this is something that I'm really looking forward to from here on out. This will be, March will be my first one. I will try it again in April, and I will just kind of progress every time that I post one. But before I get into it, I want to say thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your day to watch my videos. It truly means the absolute world to me. Filming and content creation is something that's very close to my heart. It is something that I've been wanting to do since I was a little girl. I would always film myself in my room, you know, playing with makeup or doing dress up or routines. And actually one of the first videos that I ever filmed of myself that never ever got posted was a morning routine. So I find that pretty funny. But anyways, so this is something that I really love doing, and I'm truly blessed to, you know, start my journey and have all of you guys here watching. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave today. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and also leave me a comment down below in the comment box what you like doing for your monthly resets, if this is something that you like to do, or if there's something that you like doing every month or freshening up. Leave that in the comments down below, because I'm always interested in learning new things and new tips and tricks. So I really want to learn from you all as well. I am definitely not the master or a guru by any means. This is just what works for me. This is what I'm going to start doing. I'm at the beginning of my journey, so I'm just hoping that I enjoy. Of course, we'll probably have to make modifications and adaptations as we go through each month. I'll find things that work for me and things that don't. I'll be sure to update you guys as we go. But again, I just am so blessed to be doing this and holding the camera in front of me again. I did take a little break from YouTube to handle some personal things, but I am back. I'm ready. I posted a video a couple days ago about my FitFabFun unboxing. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, that would be amazing as well. And without further ado, let's get into our monthly reset. Okay, so we are set up where my computer is. Like I said, we're in renovation, so don't mind the awkward angle. Yes, I'm sitting by my safe, but this is the only place that I can film with my computer, screen share, and then show you guys what I got going on. Even if I turn the camera like a little bit, you can see the renovations. These are new cabinets. This is like a new frame, and then yeah, you could just tell that there's construction going on. So here we are. This is as good as she's gonna get. So I'm going to pull the budget planner up that I use on my computer. Like I said, I bought it off of Etsy. I want to say it was around $15, but don't quote me on that. I'll leave the link down below. I think I bought it on a sale when the seller was having one a few months ago. I also just want to point out that I am in no way, shape, or form a financial advisor. I mean, you have to do what works best for you. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. Budgeting is something very personal, and everybody is at a different spot in their life when it comes to finances and working with the money that they have. So please take this with a grain of salt. This is just where I'm starting. If I'm being 100% honest with you, budgeting is not something that I have always done. When I was at home with my parents, I was always in activities. I was always working at our family businesses, and then I went away to university, and when I came out of university is when I moved in with my now husband, but we were only dating at the time. and I had to learn a lot because I was on my own. I was away from my parents for the very first time, and if I'm being really honest, it was a hard learning curve for me. And my husband was already, he already had a house, and he already had boats and trucks and things that I didn't have because I was just coming out of university, and it was taking, or it took a little while for me to understand the real world, if I'm being honest with you. And so, yeah, this is something that I've had to learn and I've had to work with. It didn't come easy for me, so if budgeting is really overwhelming for you and it gives you a lot of anxiety, just know that you are not alone and it's completely normal. I was so anxious to the point of sometimes when we talked about finances, I was in tears and I couldn't handle it because I was not used to seeing, you know, the amounts of money going in and out because I was a student, and then before that I lived with my parents all throughout elementary school and high school. So the first time being on your own is really scary. It's overwhelming. I just want you to know that it will get better. It will be okay. And like I said, you just have to learn what works for you. One thing that I've really learned is that you need multiple sources of income. So what my main source of income is teaching. I'm a teacher, and I'm currently working on some of my side hustles right now. They are not fully developed yet, but they are definitely in the works, and I can see them progressing in the future. With a lot of hard work, I feel like I can get there. My husband also does he does carpentry, and he's also a firefighter. He does some stuff on the side as well. So if the one piece of advice I could give you is to have some kind of side hustle or a few different multiple streams of income, that is really what helped my husband and I get from point A to point B, and that was not a smooth process, and it's not linear for everyone. Everyone's path is different. It might take you a couple tries. I mean, the first time you do a side hustle, it might be a complete flop. That's what happened to me. And then you might have to change gears, and that's okay. Like, it takes a little bit of figuring out, but you will get there. Sorry, there's some loud trucks going by right now. But yes, so also one thing I might reference as well throughout this is my dad. My dad is a huge inspiration to me, especially when it comes to success and businesses and things like that. He has built himself from the ground up, and I just admire him each and every day. He's absolutely outstanding. So I might reference him a few times because I do lean to him for advice and just little pieces of knowledge. He's a very big businessman, and he does really well for himself, and I want to be like him one day. And also, I know money is not everything, but unfortunately it is a huge part of our world, and learning how to deal with it and how to cope with it, especially if you have a lot of anxiety or feelings around it, or if it's not something that you were used to growing up, then this could be you know, really helpful for you. So if I'm mentioning him a lot, it's because he's my biggest inspiration. I know he's going to be watching this video. So Dad, thank you so much for all of your advice and knowledge over the years. I know that you support me 125% and you love me no matter what. So I just want to thank you so very much for everything that you do for me and our family. It does not go unnoticed. So thank you very much, Dad. All right, so let's dive into budgeting. Okay, everyone, so I hope that you can see my budgeting screen right now. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. So if you see me looking down, it's because I am looking at my screen. Okay, so this is what I got for our current month. Now, if I'm being honest, it's not 100% accurate because I'm not going to share all details of our budgeting with you, but I'll just give you a general idea of the planner and what I use it for. So here is your monthly spread. So you can see over here, these are all of our bills. So we have our mortgage. It is a lower mortgage compared to maybe what you think it might be, just because we are renovating an older house, and it's also like our first home. So anyway, so that's a little bit lower. And then we have our town taxes, we have our water bill, our power bill, our gas, our internet, our house insurance, Kyle's check payment, as well as our vehicle insurance, a loan that we just got for my vehicle, and we also have a couple other things on the, we have a couple other things on this loan as well. We're still in the process of working out exactly what that will be per month. I just have to go back and double check, so I will go ahead and plug that in there. And then we have life insurance as well. Up at the top here, this is where you put your income, so you can see that there's my income, there's Kyle's income, and then there's Kyle's extra and my extra. A couple of things that I do on the side to generate more income is I am a part of our local community hall, so every time there is an event I go and clean the hall, and then also I tutor a little bit on the side, and I'm currently working on some online businesses as well. So I do have a couple streams of income coming in. Kyle does quite a bit of extra fire training that they get paid for, as well as some extra carpentry jobs on the side. So whatever he gets from those, we put those in there. You will also notice that there's 2 columns in every section. So there's a budget section as well as an actual. So we all know, sorry, my light is just being funny on me right now, but we all know that sometimes it doesn't work out how we want. So some months it might be more, some months it might be less, but it's good to see what you budget for and then actually what you get. I like that. And then down here we have our variable expenses. So these are things that they're not necessarily bills, but we have to pay for every single month regardless. So of course you need groceries, you're gonna eat out, gas, fuel, shopping, dog food. We have 2 labs, so that adds up. And then we have just nail appointments, money we put towards our debt each month, and then house miscellaneous, as well as dogs. This would be for things like vet appointments and stuff, but we found that that wasn't happening every month, so that's why I don't have anything there. And then health. One thing that I also put here is some things that we are working towards. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to take this debt out, and I'm going to put it down here in this section instead. So I'll do that after this video. And then in here, I'm going to add some sinking funds as well. I really like this idea. I don't know how much we can contribute off the start, but I'm going to start doing a little bit each month, even if it's just like $100 or so, and just split it into different areas. So I might put my a couple of dollars towards birthdays, a couple of dollars towards Christmas, a couple of dollars towards X, Y, and Z that we're saving up for, and then hopefully by the time it comes around, we'll have a little bit of money stored away for those things. So right now I'm thinking off the top of my head, one thing I can add in here is it's my niece's birthday, so I will add a birthday fund in here. I'm also going to take this out because I don't go to the vet all the time, and then I can just go ahead and move these up. Actually, I could put birthday here. There we go, and take this out. So yeah, so I'll have to talk to my husband and decide what he feels comfortable with contributing to that, as well as our health. And also I'm going to put honeymoon on this month. I'm going to talk to him what he wants to contribute towards that. We are going April 9th on our honeymoon, and there's a few things that we need to buy for our honeymoon. Kyle needs some new swim trunks, and then I bought a couple new bathing suits, and we just need some sunscreen and some stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put honeymoon on there, and then Kyle and I can talk about how much we're comfortable saving towards that. Now, just to go over these numbers a little bit, so groceries have gone up a lot. Note that this is for the month, but I do want to try to knock this down a little bit. I think that I'm going to try to do $300. That's a little bit of a stretch, but it's going to force us to only buy exactly what we need and use up what we have. I really want to get into less waste. It's something that drives me absolutely crazy. I know it drives my dad crazy too, is when we have to waste food. I can't stand it. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that our budget's a little bit less, only buying what we are going to use, and then that is it. Dining out, this was a lot for a while. This is actually a copied and pasted document from the last month, and we had quite a bit of events to go to. This is definitely going to get knocked down. I'm only actually going to give us about a I'm gonna still do $200 because Kyle and I are recently doing something called Fat Friday or Fry Friday, one of the two. And that's where we go out to eat on Fridays, and it's something that we look forward to every week, is a little bit of a date night. So yeah, that I'm gonna knock down. Our fuel, we actually got some new vehicles, and our fuel bill has been way less, so I'm actually gonna change it from 600 to 450. I have a commute to work, so that is why it is so much. Our shopping, honestly, we don't do tons, but like I said, we're going on our honeymoon, so we have to buy a couple things, but I'm gonna knock other shopping down to only 100. Our dog food did go up because of the way the world is, so it is actually now 170. My nail appointment, actually I am not having a nail appointment this month, so I'm gonna take that off for now. But one thing that I am going to do is Kyle and I had hair appointments already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plug that in, and that was about 150 bucks. So okay, there we go. And then debt, like I said, I'm gonna go put it down here instead. Kyle and I have actually been working really hard on our debt, and we luckily don't have too much left. We just have two things that we're kind of working on right now. House miscellaneous, that's just things that we need. So we needed some Drano for our drains. We needed some hinges for a door that we're putting up. We needed a couple things, so that will stay there. We also have like a renovation budget as well. It's not on here right now, but we're gonna put that on there. And then, like I said, I'll talk to Kyle about these other things as well. So that is what I have going on right now for variable expenses, but it will probably switch in the future. Over here we have savings. So right now I put money into a tax-free savings account. It was $200 a month. It is now going up a little bit. And then also our rainy day funds, I have been putting $150 in a month to save for a rainy day. So if one of us has, like, hopefully not, but like a leave from work or whatever, then that is there for us to use. Or if we have a big emergency bill or whatever, that is there for us. And then we have extra debt. So right now we have a visa that we are working on, as well as our garage bill. We had some work done to our vehicle in the past, and we just have a tab going there. So I have to work on this extra debt. And then over here it has your available budget remaining, as well as available to spend. You have your remaining to budget and then remaining to spend. Please note this is not accurate right now because we don't have our incomes and things like that in here, but when our incomes in here, it does make everything make more sense, and it does look like we are able to go through our month decently, so that is nice. And then over here is our spending breakdown. So you can see right now that half of our stuff is kind of going to our bills, which is not ideal. So we're gonna go through and actually look at some ways that we can maybe squash down some of our bills, or maybe take down some interest as well. Kyle's been working really hard on that, and I'm actually very proud of him. We were able to get our house insurance down a little bit, as well as we made a plan for our town, and so that's really nice as well. There's a few things that or actually all of our bills are automatic, so we never forget anything. That's also a tip. I would make sure that all of your bills are automatic. I would find another source of income, so get some kind of side hustle, and then also make sure you're budgeting every month. That's honestly the biggest thing I will say. One thing that my dad and all my financial advisors preach is also to put your money away. Do not spend it all. So put money in tax-free savings, in RSPs, or if you want to do investments. I mean, that's definitely for down the line. Kyle and I are definitely starting that journey, but we're nowhere near to where I want to be. So we're going to keep budgeting and working towards it. Also, some of the things like you know, dining out and shopping and stuff like that, we're going to keep lowering it, and then hopefully we can take that money and then invest it into something. Right now our investment is our home. After we're done our renovations, we're hoping to put it up on the market in a couple years when our family grows, and then hopefully we'll get some money return on that. However, right now it just looks a little funky, but that's okay. We're working on it, and that's the biggest thing, and that is really the first step. So as long as you're working on it and you're doing something to help improve yourself, that's more than enough. So down here you can see there is a budget versus actual amounts as well. So I really like having all of these available so that you can see exactly where your money is. Now, one thing that I'm also working on is keeping track of our transactions. It's really easy when you have your credit card and your debit card on your phone for Apple Pay to just swipe or tap or whatever, and you don't see the money, so you're just like, oh yeah, like, you know, all is good, and then you look at your online banking, you're like, not good in the hood. So it is very important to keep track of your transactions. This is really tedious, but I think that it's really beneficial if you actually go ahead and go onto your online banking and track the date, the amount that you spent, the description on what it is, and then you actually put it in a category, and you can see there's a drop down menu and you can actually apply. So say for example, we'll just do an example. So what is it, March 4, or sorry, no, it's March 5th today, and then just say I bought $50 of groceries, and I'm gonna go ahead and put groceries in here, and then I'm going to do the drop down, or here actually, sorry, description should be weekly groceries, I don't know. Okay, or if you have groceries for an event or whatever, you could put it in there, and then you put it in groceries, and then if you come back over to your monthly budget, it actually will keep track. Once I have more information in here, it will actually keep track for you over there as well, and then it updates your pie chart, but it won't unless I have like some income. So yeah, okay, so that is, oh wait, let's see if it does it now. Okay, sorry, I thought it maybe would. Anyways, normally it does. I wonder if it's because I don't have any income in there right now. But anyway, when you click this, it keeps track over here about what your actual transactions are. And then over here, we put what bills are coming out when. So say, for example, here our life insurance already came out, as well as our water bill, town taxes, our gas, and then these will actually come out after. This is from the previous month, so I have to go ahead and change the dates, but there was a few things that already came out. And then in green, there are a few things that or these are when we get paid, sorry. So yeah, so that's what we have. The red is the bills, and then the green is when we get paid, so you can plug in all your stuff. It's really handy to know when things are coming out, especially if you go to make a big purchase and then you're like, ooh, I can't because of X, Y, and Z. Well, now you can see when everything's coming out. And then your sinking funds. So sinking funds are, like I was telling you before, when you have little things that you want to save up for that happen all the time. So you might save up for, like on here we have vehicle maintenance, honeymoon, new car. These are, I actually got my new car already, so I can take that out, and actually we paid for a honeymoon already, so I can take that out, as well as home renovations are, we figured those out already, so that is done. So we are going to save for vehicle maintenance, birthdays, Christmas, and then you save a little bit throughout the year, so that when those events come, then it's not as taxing. You already have a little bit of money saved up towards them. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So you can put your sinking fund, what you're saving for there, what your goal would be, your current balance, amount left to save, your monthly amount to save, number of months needed, and then how many months you have left. So I really like that aspect of this planner as well. And then last but not least, or sorry, there's two more things. Contributions. This is how much you contribute to your sinking fund. So same kind of idea. You can go ahead and click the category that you contribute, how much you contribute, and the date, and then it will show on here how much you have left to save, how many months you have left, etc. And last but not least, we do have the debt snowball. So it's actually really cool. This is not up to date because we ended up paying off our visa. I got rid of one of my visas. Now I only have one left. There's a few other things as well that we paid off and got rid of. So we actually only have, I think, is our garage bill on here? It might be on here. Yeah, here it is. So I'll just show you. So we have our garage bill. This is how much we had to pay on it. This is how much we were paying per month. And then it just shows you how many months you have left. So in our case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months left, and it will be all paid off. Hopefully with our side hustles, we'll be able to pay this off a little bit sooner. But yeah, it'll just show you like, okay, each time you pay it off, what you will be at, and then it goes down as well. You can also include your interest rate, which is really helpful. So yeah, so what I'm going to do after this video is I'm going to go ahead, hopefully in the future months, I will actually go through and do all of this with you guys so you can see how I do it, but it might have to be a video on its own because I know this video is already getting quite long. So I just thought I'd show you the planner, a few things that I do, a few little tips and tricks, and then it'll help you get started. One thing I want to go through now is lay out my goals and intentions for the month. So we're going to switch over from budget to goals and intentions, and then I will tell you a few of my favorites at the end of this video. Okay, so here is my habit tracker. This is one I bought off of Etsy. It is pretty new to me, so hang on as I navigate through this, but it was only $1.50, so how could you not? It is really cute. It is pink and neutral vibes, and then also as you check off your habits, you get to grow these little flowers, so I thought that was so cute. But this is what it looks like. So it has a yearly habit planner, and then it also goes by month down here. So we're gonna go ahead and click on March. Oopsies, here we go. Okay, we're gonna click on March, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill in some habits. Now I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so here is the weekly habits and then also the monthly habits down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in just what I have off the top of my head. So daily habits, I want to make sure that I am drinking water. So we're going to put that in there. I also want to make sure that I'm going for a walk every day. I want to make sure that I'm also swimming. Also my swimming, I'm only going to swim like Monday to Friday, and then I'm not going to swim on the weekends just to give my body a little bit of a break. So I'm not going for 100% accuracy on this one, but I do still want to put it in there because it's more than just a weekly thing. So we're going to go with drinking water, walk, swimming. I want to make sure that I am eating nutritious food. This is something that I want to make a video on because it's something that I've struggled with a little bit, but I want to make sure that I'm getting fruits and vegetables and things that fuel my body, so I'm going to put that in there. I also want to make sure that I am, oh, maybe I should put this up here. Now I'm going to overthink about where to put everything. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put wake up at 6 a.m. I'm actually, I'm going to be really ambitious because I have been really good with waking up at 6 a.m. So I'm going to wake up at 5:30. I want to make sure that I'm drinking my water, like I said. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to do my 5-minute journal every day. I also want to make sure And by the way, I know this is really ambitious, but these are things that I've kind of been working on already, so I just want to keep going with them. I want to make sure that I am stretching every day. I've been feeling kind of I don't know what the word is, but I've been feeling kind of restricted. When I was a dancer, I was stretching all the time. And then, of course, now that I'm not in the studio, going through dance routines and working out and stretching, I feel like my body has gotten a lot, like, tighter, and I just can't move as freely as I want to. So I'm going to work on stretching every day. And I'm just trying to think of some other habits. Now, I'm going to tie walking with walking my dogs. That is really important. I also want to make sure that I am doing my night routine. So my night routine, I can film it for you guys if you are interested, but I got it down to a T now because I feel like without it, I do not sleep well. I'm not a very good sleeper. So now that I kind of have a routine that calms my body down and relaxes me before I go to bed, I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do my night routine every day, as well as skincare, because that is very important. And last but not least, we're going to upload on teacher IG. Actually, let's maybe call it what it is. Upload on learning through adventures. And we're also going to upload on Madi IG. And there we go. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that for a start. Now, I'm new to tracking habits, so I feel like if I put too many, I'll just be so overwhelmed. So I'm going to start with this. This is really good for me. And yeah, I think I'm going to stay there. So let's continue on, and let's do some weekly habits. So weekly habit, I want to make sure that I'm uploading onto YouTube. That is something that is a really big priority for me. I also want to make sure that I am budgeting. Oh, up here I should put track transactions. There we go. That's good. Okay. So weekly habits, we have uploading, YouTube video, budgeting. I'm also going to put renovations on here as well. My husband and I want to work on it a little bit, hopefully every day, but of course there's days that we're just super busy, so I'm going to put renovations on weekly instead of daily, and I'm also going to put renovations on monthly as well. And then I'm also going to do monthly resets, and I'm going to do, let's break this down a little bit more. Monthly budget, and let's also do monthly oh my gosh, habits or intentions. Okay, and then we'll do monthly reset video. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and add one more thing. I just want to put create content. I want to get in a habit of just getting even a picture every day. I just want to really focus on that. Okay, so there's got to be more, but I'm just drawing a blank, and I'm gonna sit there for a minute because I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this habit tracker where it is. I like that it's broken down into the 4 weeks, and then there's a couple extra days here. Of course, that kind of like goes on to the next month, and then it says like your current streak and your longest streak. So once I have this filled out a little bit more, I'll be able to show you guys what it looks like. But I'll go ahead and leave the link down below of the exact tracker that I got off of Etsy, because I just thought it was super easy and simple, and I'll let you know after a month of using it how much I like it. But for now, I am really happy with it, and I think it's going to be great. So go ahead and check that out, and let's move on to our monthly favorites. Okay, we are now back in my living room. I finished filling in my budget planner as well as my habit tracker, and I just kind of sat and reflected a little bit on really some things that I wanted to work on and some goals. So I thought I might as well include some goals into my monthly reset videos as well. One of my goals is just to simply focus on my health. So putting my health first, both my mental and my physical health, that is one goal that I really want to achieve. Now I just want to be more intentional, so I just want to think about what's going into my body. I just want to fuel my body with nutritious food. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna count this or I'm gonna do that. In the past I found that I'm either all in and it completely fails, or I go all in and then I'm so all in that I'm miserable. And so I just want to do it the natural way. I just want to be intentional with what I'm eating. I just want to have enough water and get enough exercise so that my body feels good. Like, this is all about feeling good, and I don't want to worry about a number on a scale right now, just because I feel like my mental health is at a place where I just need to come at it slow. Even though I would love to, be like, okay, I'm gonna drop like 50 pounds right now. I know that's not my reality. I know what works best for me, and I just have to start slow. So my first thing is I'm just going to be more intentional with my health, both my mental and my physical health. And also I feel like they go together so well. So when I'm working on my physical health, most likely, most of the time, my mental health goes up as well. So so I'm going to work on that. That is goal number 1. Goal number 2 is I really want to work on my side hustles. That is something that I've been wanting to work on for probably about, oh my gosh, I don't even want to say it because I feel like it's embarrassing, but probably like 5 years I've wanted a side hustle, and I just haven't brought myself to do it. But now I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I can put the time aside in order to work on them, in order to be successful. So I'm going to work on those. So number 1 is health for sure. Number 2 is working on my side hustle. And I'm just really blessed. I'm just really grateful. I'm just really happy. I hope you are too. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, and then just let me know what you're going to focus on for this month, or something that you're really looking forward to, because I want to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments and your exciting things that are happening in your world. So just know that I am here cheering you on, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. If you're just starting out with all of this stuff with budgeting and goals and intentions and things, just know you're not alone. I am too. This is my very first month that I've actually sat down and thought about like what I want to accomplish for this month, and I'm just really hoping that by the time April rolls around, I can look back and reflect on March and say, like, you know what, I did this. I'm so proud. So that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope it inspires you in some kind of way. Even if you don't do all the things, if you just want to pick one goal to work on, or even just think of a word that you want to think of throughout the month. One thing that I keep thinking of is that I'm just really blessed. Like, I'm just really blessed to have the people in my life that I do, and just to keep on living my day and being happy every single day. It's definitely not been easy this year especially, but you know what, I'm just gonna keep on thinking of how blessed I am, and just be grateful for everything that I have, and I hope you feel that way as well. So before you leave, make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, something you're looking forward to this month, and go ahead and turn on the post notification bells as well, so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Right now I'm going to be posting every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Sunday. And then over on my teacher channel, I will be posting on every Tuesday and every Friday. So I really hope that you are enjoying all of these videos. Stay tuned, because I have really exciting things coming up next, and I cannot wait to pick up the camera and film them for you guys. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and beautiful, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.